Hello, my marvellous sausages. Are you finding the last Calus boss battle on Legendary mode incredibly difficult if you're solo, or indeed in a fire team? Well, anyway, this is a brilliant solo cheese to get this completed. I did it this morning, and once I got to the final boss battle, it took me about 10 minutes to complete it. It can take a little bit longer sometimes, but generally, it's very, very simple to do. Now, first of all, before I go anywhere, this isn't my idea, of course. I have found this using a guy called Esoteric on YouTube. He's got a fantastic channel. He's an incredibly gifted player, so all credit is to him in working out this strategy as far as I know. But I wanted to tell you, my lovely sausage community, how this works. Now, of course, you need to get to the boss fight as it stands, but it's not a very difficult level to get to this point. And there's a couple of things you need as well. I was using my Striga because of the homing bullets. This makes it a lot easier to complete. I ran an empowering well on my Warlock, but of course you might be using a Hunter or you might be using a Titan, but I only had the empowering well just to give my shots a bit more welly, because you're not moving around hardly at all from this cheese spot, as you can see on the screen here. And another thing I used as well was I'd had something long range like a machine gun, or maybe you want to have a linear fusion rifle so you can give a bit of kickings at a distance, because you're only going to be shooting from one particular point. But it's utterly fantastic. Let me show you how it's done. So first things first, go and slap your raid banner in its hole, and then we want to sneak under the stairs. So we don't want to trigger the fight yet. You want to jump off the stairs, land on this iron girder type thing, duck and make your way onto this pipe, walk to the end, and then that will trigger the actual event. I think at this point as well I realised that I wanted to change my rift over, so instead of having a healing rift, I was using an empowering rift too. But actually halfway through I just changed to my solar as well, so I have the solar well type thing going down. But anyway, that's by the by. You can do with it as you want. Now there we go, I'm setting him off with my Striga, and then we can start hearing all the malarkeys. Now, all you need to do is walk back to the stairwell here and just shoot. And you can shoot and shoot and shoot. You're protected entirely, mostly, from all of his massive attacks. Not the group. And all the minions as well, they might attack you a little bit. You can get hit occasionally, but I've got to be honest, I didn't die once doing this. If you see your health being knocked back, just back off a little bit. But you just want to keep on shooting through the slats. Now, you're going to be grinding him down, and it does take a little bit of time. Like I said, I think it took me about 10 minutes altogether to do this, but I just kept on piling on the attacks and piling on the attacks. When I got in trouble, I slapped down a healing rift when I had it, but like I said, I've changed to an empowering rift now, so I'm actually doing a bit more damage. So you can tweak your build as you like it, but the Striga is the way to go with this. It's so easy because you don't have to worry about things because your shots are homing, which makes it much, much easier. I can imagine shooting directly through these slats with any other kind of gun will cause a massive, massive problem. Now, I'm just going to skip to the end section of this fight here. You probably don't want to watch the whole thing, because this takes about 5 or 6 minutes to do. Okay, so just coming to the end of this first phase now. There we go, he's trashed, health all the way down, and what happens this time, he changes to a sword, doesn't he? So we've got another full health energy bar. I'm just changing to my Well of Radiance here for my Dawnblade because I'm using an Empowering Rift, and I just wanted to get some health back if I needed to. Now you want to crawl forward on the pipe first of all, and then crawl down back towards the barrier end. Now what you need to be doing here is crawling down either side of the pipe, so you're on the curvature, and if you just leave, I'm on controller, so when I let the controller go, the Guardian kind of settles down into his pose a little bit, and then you can see the ends of the arena on either side, look, of the particular thing that we're standing on the pipe. Now I noticed as well that he does walk around, and he will come into the arena here. You will be able to see him. You've got some tormentors there, because we haven't killed them at all, of course. Getting my words all mixed up here. But if you're finding that he's not coming to the area that you're at, go over to the other side maybe and take a look and see if you can tempt him in there as well. What I found is that there's scions around the place sometimes. You can see one turning up shortly. When I shot the scion, then that kind of attracted Calus over to the area. Where there's palaver, Calus will turn up. So I'm trying to shoot this Tormentor here. He's not quite coming, but so I keep on at it. There's another Tormentor there as well, look. So just keep patience, really, is the key to this. And really, once you get him down in the area, in line of sight, it doesn't take that long at all to do. So there we go. You can see I've shot a scion here, and that then attracted bats him over. There he is, look, with his large cleaver, and then you can just start laying into him. I've stuck my Empowering Rift out to get as much damage as possible, and then just pile on away. Occasionally the tormentors will stand in your way, look, but you can see his health is going down really relatively quickly. This Osteo Streak is fantastic because not only does it home, but you got tick damage as well from the poison bullets. It's absolutely marvellous and didn't really take me that long at all. Like I said, from beginning to end, I think this battle took me about 10 minutes or so. And to finish him off, I've just switched to my machine gun here. You can see his health is being hammered nicely, and there we go. That's him done. Nice and easy, lemon squeezy. Now, what you don't want to do here is, and I did this the first time, I actually got to this bit, and then I tried to jump out to go and see him, but I slipped and fell to my death, and I'm still in the darkness zone, look, with the cross through the ghost up the top there. So I had to start and do it all again, so please don't do that if you want to keep your sanity. All you want to do is sit down here on this pipe and wait for the final cutscene to kick in. And one other important thing as well, you've probably done some of this on Legendary maybe and some of it on Normal, so you're doing this to collect your reward goodies. In order to get those, you need to go and see Nimbus on Neptune, and he'll give you a whole suite of 1770 gear, and you'll also get an exotic, yes, I used an erotic then, an exotic of your choice. I've picked the Threadling Doodads, yes, for my Warlock. So just a heads up, go and see Nimbus and pick them up. And once again, I really want to give credit to Esoteric for his original video, and I'm going to stick the link in the description below. If you want to go and have a look at that, please go and have a look and like his channel and give him some support. It was fantastic. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall speak to you all again very soon. Sausage it.